I was gonna go do something in the living room, and I was like, well, let me check her diaper. I took that diaper off, and she had this really bad diaper rash, and it looked like a chemical burn because it was bright red, and blisters were starting to form on her tush, and she was in so much pain, and I didn't know what it was. I was like, there's no way. She doesn't get diaper rash ever. Even when we all had the stomach flu back in February, she had diarrhea for days, and she didn't even get a diaper rash that bad. Because, I mean, you're bound to get it when she's sitting in poo constantly because she's having diarrhea all the time. But she didn't even have it bad then. So I was like, something's not right. Well, the next day, my friend and I were talking about it in the morning, about what had happened, and didn't know what was going on. So that night, she probably was in that diaper all night long, a Pampers diaper, because that's what we usually did. And then in the morning, she was probably in a Huggies diaper or something. And later that day, I was out with my mom, and my friend called me, and she said, you wouldn't believe this, but the government's investigating Pampers because of this new technology that they have in their diapers, and it's causing chemical burns in infants. And I'm like, that's gotta be what it is. So I went home and I kept researching it, and if you see me on Facebook, you saw some of the articles that I posted. Okay, sorry. So anyway, I called the Consumer Product Safety Commission and left a message, and recently they just called me back a couple days ago, and I gave them my report, and they're gonna mail it to me and everything. But what really ticks me off about the whole thing, I mean, she got better after a few days, and once I figured out what it was, I took the Pampers diaper off of her. She got better over time. I asked a pharmacist what I could do about it. He said that Desitin is probably the best thing, or diaper rash cream is the best thing to do. And it got better slowly, but it didn't get any worse. So that had to be what it was. And, I mean, you Google this, and there's so many stories in so many states on this thing. And what really pisses me off, and a lot of other parents, is that Pampers isn't owning up to this, and they're saying it's impossible for this to happen. And then it's the parents' fault for not changing their kids' diapers. So, I don't know about you, Adam, but that really pisses me off, to be honest, because that's ridiculous. I mean, I'm home with my baby all the time. She's not sitting in pee for very long, and she doesn't have sensitive skin. Like, there's no way this would happen. She's had Pampers diapers before. I don't know how long she was wearing them before she started having a reaction to it, because I honestly can't tell you. But that was the first box that I had gotten, and they were brand new. So I had to get rid of a brand new box of diapers because they had been open. And I wasn't going to give them to someone else thinking that could possibly happen, because I'm not stupid. So that was that. But she's better now. And I'm telling everyone that I know not to buy Pampers. So don't buy Pampers. And then a couple days ago, what day was it? It was Tuesday. Adam went to work. He did an OT shift, and I was hanging out with Layla. We went to visit Adam, visit people, and you know, we're hanging out. Come home, and she is so hot. I thought it was just because it was hot as Hades here in Georgia. So we just sat in the living room and laid down and under the fan, and I was cooling off, but she just was hot, and I was getting worried about her because she never has a fever. Even when we had the flu back in February, she didn't have a fever. And okay, is there anybody even in the car?
Mm-hmm. I think they're maybe looking for somebody.
Oh.
Go or what?
I guess you can. I mean, they're out of the way. He's not paying any attention to you. So, oh my. Interesting.
I'm not parking there.
So I think there's like some bust that's about to happen here at Walmart. Anyway, okay, so long story short, that night after calling the nurse's hotline, I ended up in the ER with Layla and at 2 in the morning. Sorry, we're debating whether or not I should go into Walmart. I'm going, so just give me a second. Oh, you can see him. Hold on. Oh, number 1. Adam, wave and say hi. Okay. So, the reason all those people were there is because I couldn't get Adam. He wasn't answering his phone at work, and so I didn't know if Bill and Carla was still, or his mom and stepdad were still at the hospital, because we'd known that she was going in there earlier because she wasn't feeling good. And so I had my mom come with me because she lives down the street, so I picked her up, And then while we were there, his mom and stepdad were getting ready to leave. But I said, hey, guess who, what, we're here. And his mom was fine. She was having an issue. And then a lieutenant came by from the fire department, was able to call Adams Station and figure out a way for him to get off work and come drive up to where we were. So we had everybody there, and long story short, both of them had issues, viral issues that just had to be played out, but were kind of scary at the time. And Layla, and I took her 2 days later to the pediatrician, and she ended up having like pussy bumps in the back of her throat, but it wasn't strep because kids under the age of 2 don't get strep apparently that often, but they tested it anyway and swabbed, and she didn't like that. But yeah, we were able to get that taken care of, and she's much better now, and Adam's mother, Carla, is much better now. So we've had an eventful week, but I'm going to do some more updates since I'm in the car, and I will talk to you later. Bye. Say hi, Adam.
Hey, y'all.
Don't touch. Hey, baby girl. We're going into Walmart.